shout out to Florida Victorious. You can join, get 20% off your first month with promo code BD or Gators BD. One more time, that is 20% off your first month at Florida Victorious. Promo code Gators BD. Your donations go a long way in securing NIL for Florida, making it attractive out there for keeping these current athletes, recruits out there, and these players making the most of their NIL. And making the most of it, we get to hear from these true freshmen. A few of these true freshmen, I'm going to give a nice preview of right here that you can find on your member dashboard there at Florida Victorious. And you're going to listen to these and come up with the takeaway that, hey, these guys are doing some great things. Florida Victorious is doing some great things. And we can go a long way in supporting that. And that's why I wanted to get this kind of message out there for these freshmen, so you can hear from them as well, but just the good things that are happening in the NIL space of Florida. And that's all through Florida Victorious. You can join with the link in the description. But a lot of good stuff going on there. So big thanks to Bob Redmond for interviewing these freshmen. The questions come from him. You'll hear my voice interact. So there were some questions asked, but these lived on YouTube. And it was just a graphic slate. So you'll hear my voice interact there a bit, kind of leading the topics. But it was Bob Redmond who put these together there for Florida Victorious. A big thanks to him for putting it out there, and big thanks to Florida Victorious for putting it out there. And I'll give you guys a preview of it, starting with running back Treyaun Webb.
Hey, Florida Victorious, Treyaun Webb from Jacksonville, Florida. I play running back. I just want to give a shout out to all y'all helping support football team. NIL, just give us opportunities to get back. It's pretty good.
What is something the common fan doesn't know about you?
I'm very smart. I've been told, Coach Luke tells me I'm too smart for my own good. I'm very smart. I'm a people person. I can interact with anybody. I can talk to anybody, really anybody. I can go on and make friends. Love reading. I love R&B's. Love high school musical, stuff like that. I'm not their average to walk with.
What do you read?
Percy Jackson series. I was big on that. Anything like mystery wise, Cam Jensen, Hardy Boys, anything like mysteries, growing your brain and solving cases, really.
Where do you get that from? Is it parents or what?
My mom said she used to read a lot. I probably say I feel like growing up, I was always like reading. I don't know, I just used to always like to read. I don't know. I used to picture myself in the books. It's like kind of explore my imagination. And it also got me smarter too.
What's the biggest thing you learned off the football field since you've been in Gainesville?
How to be a pro every day. Putting the right things in your body, taking care of your body, not rehabbing, but prehabbing. Making sure that you're doing the necessary work so that you don't get hurt, you know what I'm saying? So it's like really being a pro, being on time, being early, not on time, being early. Coach Luke emphasizes that a lot. If you 10 minutes early on time, so we make sure we get there on time and just taking care of my body, do everything the right way. Be an overall good person.
Can you share a humbling moment since you've been here?
I've had played. I was really trying to think. Probably during the first day of practice, realizing that workouts are tough. Everybody fast, everybody will hit you. Nothing we ever do is really have speed. Everything's full speed. So really conditioning my body that I'm the big boy at least. I can't be going slow anymore. I ain't the best player on the field no more. So it's going fast all the time.
Favorite Florida Victorious community service experience that you've had?
Actually, quite a story. Me and a group of guys were out, I think it was Idlewild Elementary, right there for that. There were a field day, played with all the kids in their field day, did games with them, basketball, football today. The fifth grade class came out, me and Cam Jackson. Who was dancing, the girl wanted to tell us to dance battle. And it was okay, we should be there. It didn't go so well. And did backflips, splits, everything. I said, nah, they got it. So yeah, we got absolutely defeated in the dance. Like it wasn't even close. Yeah, they did. So, what's going on, everybody? It's Eugene Wilson III. I go by Trey. I'm from Tampa, Florida. Went to high school there. I'm originally from New England, Rhode Island, and just want to say thank you for all your support and being able to help out my teammates and this program means a lot.
What is something most fans don't know about you?
I mean, it's not really too much to me that people wouldn't really know about already.
I didn't know you were from Rhode Island. I should have been.
No, because I came my 8th grade, better competition and exposure. That's a good one to talk about. Yeah. So I'm from Coventry, Rhode Island, probably like the smallest town around. Or that's where my mom's side of the family are. That's where they stay at, and I've just been there. And I just wanted better competition, a little bit more exposure to the game and all that. So I moved down to Tampa with my dad in my second semester of my 8th grade year, and I've been in Florida ever since.
What's the biggest thing you've learned in the short time you've been on campus?
I'd say integrity. Mm-hmm. I'd say that because first off, I didn't even know what the word was. I didn't know what it meant. Now I know, everything too, and I go by it now. Whatever I say, whatever I tell myself the night before, I make sure I stand on it. And it's just like a lot of seeing everybody go through the process. Knowing that I'm with them guys. It's just kind of like some really got to stand by your word. You can't just talk, and you gotta walk the talk.
Any humbling experience since you've arrived at Florida?
Humbling, I would say really just even just being in that locker room, knowing that all these guys I'm been here longer than I have, to me, I feel like even just knowing that I have to kind of catch up with a few guys, there's humbling myself, I keep myself real humble, I'd say, only because I feel like I'm never satisfied with where I'm at. I always feel like there's a lot more I can go up to.
What's been your favorite community service function through Florida Victorious?
I had one so far. I had Treyaun Webb. That's because I used to go to the Y a few times back with my my little friends and all that back when I was a little kid. But going there kind of seeing Lisa, she had told me I'm gonna walk in the gym and there's gonna be kids they're excited to see you and they're gonna be jumping up on you and stuff. I think she's just talking because they're gonna be excited to see us and all, but go in there 2 seconds the kid really jumped up on me it just hanging off my shoulder. And, right there just kind of clicked it's I'm supposed to be here to have fun, not just put in hours so I make sure the kids had a good time. It was cool really seeing somewhere I used to be seeing all that the kids they're gonna grow up and this type of memories and that we can be a part of those memories.
Does it change your perspective on? I mean, is it a ruling perspective change?
Oh yeah, sure. Because
all of a sudden, oh my gosh, these kids are looking up to me.
Yeah, I don't find myself around a lot of kids, to be honest. I'd say I'm one of the younger kids in my family. I have a few little cousins and all, but I don't really be around them too much. But a whole group of kids, being able to talk to them, teach them right from wrong and stuff, it's a good feeling, and I'll be helping them out.
Hey, how's it going, Florida Victorious? My name is Roderick Kearney, and I am very excited to be partnering with you guys. I want to say thank you for all your efforts in giving back to our Florida Victorious and athletes. I just want to take a huge shout out to you guys as well, and thank you.
What's the first moment you knew you were a Gator?
Okay, so the moment when I knew I was going to become a Gator was, I going through my recruiting process. I was highly recruited, but a lot of schools didn't have what the Gators had. The culture we have and the work ethic and from the whole nine, from everything to the people. not just the athletic, but the people. It just really means a lot to me. So, they kind of, won my heart over with that. That really means a lot. When you come into a program that is not only caring about your athletics, but also making it really important about your future outside of football and playing sports.
What is something important that you brought from home?
From home, something I brought from home, I would say
Something important.
I feel like my devotionals, all my devotionals, I brought those from home. I read them every day, stay up on them. They really mean a lot to me. Staying close and maybe with them.
What is something most fans don't know about you?
I feel like a lot of fans don't know just, amount of giving back that I do to the community, outside of the things that's, required of us to do. I love giving back. I love being around, children to give back to them, the knowledge that I learned, to pass it on to future generations, and that will benefit everyone. Yeah.
So along those lines, you've done several things probably with Florida Victorians.
Yes.
Right? So do you have a favorite?
I would say my favorite thing that I've done to give back to the community through Florida Victorians, I would say, reading to the kids. We did, I forgot what elementary school it was, but we read to some children along those lines, and it was great. Seeing those kids light up, seeing their expressions and just happiness through them.
Any humbling experience since you've arrived at Florida?
I say humbling on every day is humbling. It's a lot of obstacles that you go through throughout, the daily life of being a college football player. Not only a college football player, you're still an athlete at the University of Florida. So, I feel like every day for me is humbling. I go through obstacles every day, which I have to conquer. School, having to conquer every day, football and OTAs and just meetings, all of it's humbling. You got to go every time. You got to go just conquer back to back to back, just conquer everything that you have to complete. So those are very humbling times for me.
What was something unexpected after you signed?
Honestly, nothing changed for me. Within the recruiting of Florida and our staff and from everything is when I was getting recruited by the staff and everybody, they showed a lot of love to us, a lot of love to my family. They made a very personal relationship with me, my parents as well. But none of that has changed. Everything has stayed the same within the way they treat me to the way they approach me when they see me. Only thing that changed was the workload, and it's gonna be like that once you enter college, especially playing SEC football for the University of Florida. So that's the only thing that really changed.
Is there something you could pass on to recruits? What they tell you is what's going to happen.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like you want to come to Florida, you want to be great, you want to come here and work. Everything is just gonna fall in line if you do everything you need to do. Other than that, everything is on a personal relationship with our staff, and not even just the staff. It's the nutrition staff, the janitors, all the way up to the head coach Napier. Everything always gonna be great. You just gotta work.
What do you envision for the Florida program?
My vision of this program is we're building something special. With everything that's going on in the staff, the new staff coming in, and with the players we have and our coaches, taking it step by step. Even the trip center, everything is going only up from here. I feel like we all tune in together, we all work as one, and we just gonna continue to just go up from here.
What do you want to accomplish in year one?
Personally, year one, I just want to become a better person, and better player. I just want to also make my mark. Put my foot down, show them who Roderick Kearney really is. Just to show the fans, show them what I have in store for the University of Florida at football.
Talk about the offensive line and the coaches.
Our league is great. We got some dogs. We got a lot of players that want to be great. We got a lot of players that are very coachable, and we got two great online coaches. We have multiple strength coaches that's with our O-line coaches, and they all just play a big part into our development. Coach Stapleton, Coach Sell, Coach Caleb, Coach Blackshear, all them guys, they all play a big role in our development. And I feel like with them being, really great offensive line coaches and just great people in general, that just really plays a big part into our play style. We 5+1. We gonna just grind and just work and just become better so we can maul those people on the other side of the ball.
Is there a fellow freshman that has surprised you so far?
I would say Najee Harris, my fellow O-lineman, my fellow teammate. I feel like he came in and just showed them, he was ranked as a 3-star coming out of high school. And, being low in rankings, it really puts a big target on you. Like, they really don't think him as good as the media portray me to be. But he came in and showed them. It really surprised me because I already knew he was a great player, and rankings don't mean anything. But I look up to him. He great. We the same age, but I'm not that type of person to not give props where it's due. I feel like he came in, he put his foot down, and he is just now building up to be a great player.
If you had to describe his play, how would you describe it? The way he shows up and does whatever he does.
Technique is really his technique. He's a technician. He knows the game of football. And I feel like he can learn. He learns really fast. So that's what really helped him in his development.
All right. If you want more of that freshman series, get to know these guys. Florida Victorious. One more time, link is in the description. You get 20% off your first month. Promo code GatorsBD. 20% off your first month using promo code GatorsBD.